It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They run with Logan. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. T.J. Logan with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a first and 10 at their own 22. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Now Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Mariota to throw it this time. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to John Ross. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
brings up
defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. $13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
Now Burrow on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Raiders 13, Bengals 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions.
And now look at him go. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it here with Logan. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Mariota on the keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
On the keeper.
Marcus Mariota. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Burrow will throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Boyd. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. on second down. Burrow. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
And 10 yards to go.
To the air again, Burrow. Buying time to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll buy some time right, and now he's going to use his legs, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Being chased out left. And his pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow rolling to his left. Able to find Higgins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Raiders 27, Bengals 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Mariota. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. This is Logan. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On the carry, it's Logan. And down to the 36-yard line here.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So that'll back him up 5. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Complete.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line. That's the end of the third.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run again with Logan. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mariota now from the 50. And that will be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Mariota to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. They'll throw again. Mariota got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Logan. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action. Mariota on the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
To
Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Torrey McTyer there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's taken in by Higgins. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And Burrow looking to pass. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
Burrow's pass.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's good.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mariota to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a give right side. It's Logan, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
8-yard pickup.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from 55 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their... A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, the 20, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
That's good.
A huge play there in overtime. 75 yards.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bengals, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for